The veteran Brandon McManus ready to kick this one off. And off we go from legendary Lambeau. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. First and 10. First carry for Joe Mixon. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Throwing on second down. Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Trying to avoid the early 3 and out. They face 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It's 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
That's taken in, and he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. Past midfield to the 45. And he's going to be taken down.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. A second down throw for Stroud. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
3rd and long. From the gun, here's Stroud. Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Texas A&M.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
They'll come up here 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Ready?
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Claw, 10. Set, huh?
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up third down.
Striker, 3-3. Ready?
We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. 0-0 is the score. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
They'll go for it. Love. Open is Kraft. He's got it. And he's going to have a Packers first down. As this defense a little too loose there, giving up 19 yards on 4th down. From the gun, here comes Jacobs. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Love. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Set, ready. Hut, hut.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal coming up. We're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket. But if you can only do that, it's hard to play quarterback in today's NFL. Well, after being stopped for no gain on 1st down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2, what do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal.
To the goal line and in. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Green Bay. Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. He'll edge forward for maybe a yard. Keyshawn Nixon there for the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Stroud to throw here on 1st down. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. on second down, Stroud. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. That's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
On 4th down, Stroud. That is brought in at the 10. A gutsy call, but they pay it off. It's a gain of 17.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd and goal. To throw is Stroud. He runs with it. And he's going to be brought down. They passed on that field goal attempt. And they get nothing out of it as the first half comes to an end. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 to score as the 3rd quarter begins. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Down. Set, go.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
10 cycles.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Hut.
Here's Love. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down. Now Love. That's caught by Dillon. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Love to throw on 1st and 10. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after.
And he'll take it on in. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Packers.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. A run here with Mixon. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll send a tight end in motion. On play action, Stroud. Downfield, he's got Schultz, the tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's go.
They'll go play action with Stroud. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator...
That is caught side of the end zone. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Now a big spot here for the Texans as they'll try for 2. Now Stroud. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Needle blue. Ready, ready, ready.
On 1st down, it's Love. This one is caught by Reed. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left. and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Ball red. Red, yellow. Ready, ready.
Here's Jacobs. Not a lot on that one. He'll take it down to the 36. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Set, ready.
In motion, Reed.
Hut, hut.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Ready. Set.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Set, hut.
2nd and 7.
At the 16-yard line.
Hut, go. Hut, hut.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Okay, right.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Set, go.
Here's Jacobs. A short game, down to the 7.
Hustle, hustle.
Here now, 2nd down
38.
and goal.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
So, it's a win for the Packers. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. And they send their fans home quite happy. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.